Way to look creepy. Okay, can we not do creep?
That's all I got.
I am not doing
I
creepy.
just almost took out my desk. How you doing tonight, everybody?
Welcome.
Yo.
Hi.
Oh, ow, fuck!
Great.
Well, there goes our first minute of not profanity. God, I just busted my knee.
Well, don't do that then.
Just stop doing that.
Yeah.
I felt like that was karma for the creepiness.
I think it was. I think it was.
Too
How
good.
you doing
Creepy
tonight,
faces.
everybody? We're the Remnant Gamers.
Smash your knee.
Welcome.
My name's
welcome
Servo.
to podcast number 8.
That's
8?
Jono.
I'm a Jono.
That's
feel
Jono
like-
over there.
I'm a
I feel like
Jono.
we've had more podcasts than this.
Well, I mean,
Only number
technically.
Technically.
I wasn't there, so it doesn't count.
No, you have to do the thing. There you go.
Mhm.
I
Well,
love these things so much.
technically,
Technically.
Actually.
you're a 4th-rate duelist with a 3rd-rate deck.
Oh, shit.
Brutal.
Who are the rest of you
Savage.
people?
Who are
the
you?
direct edition.
That's Chibi. She's
That's
okay.
Chibi. I'm the weeb.
It's not chocolate chibi.
No, not chocolate Chibi.
That one over there, that's Moose over there.
The profane
no.
one.
That's
He's-
Servo.
he's way over
Wait,
there.
Where's Servo? Wait, Servo's that way.
Yeah,
Think.
you're over there.
Okay, you're over that way.
Yeah.
My hair is being cray cray. There we go.
My hair is also being cray-cray. That's why I hid it in a hat. Also, I have a two-tone forehead.
Yeah, me. Why do you think I have bangs? Hello.
Well,
Like,
when you do your hat like that, it makes it very apparent.
And I'm Squidward.
I'm Squidward.
I'm Squidward. I miss that. I miss that show. That show was good. It's good stuff.
It was. It really was. So how's everyone doing tonight? Who all went to the GAM Love Fest yesterday?
I did not.
I think it was. You mean Friday?
What day is it?
Friday.
Friday.
The love night was Friday.
night.
I have
It
to
was
work
free
tomorrow? Fuck!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I think it was just me.
Yeah, I
It
think it
was
was
you?
just you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, how
Me
was
and-
it?
And me and the missus. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
no more
heard
outrageous than usual.
I heard apparently
Well, what does
only
that mean,
guys sind up for the speed dating thing.
That was the
Yeah,
same thing
they
as
can't
last
They
year?
didn't do it.
They canceled that because there's only guys signed up for the speed
It was
dating.
a sausage
What
fest.
if they wanted
Yeah.
that?
It was close to the same way last year. It was a very large number of guys, only a few number of girls. So I could see how
Shocking!
that would be intimidating, and they just kind of like we're not going to do this.
So I'm
No.
just kidding. Never mind.
Let's just not make it awkward for the poor women.
Yeah, I think
Or
it should be
guys.
secret ballot. I think it should be secret ballot, and you it's a limited amount, and it doesn't increase until it matches. So like if they get 5 guys, they won't add any more guys till they get 5 girls, and then
Yeah, exactly. That's a great
Yeah.
idea. That's perfect.
There you go. Where's Ryan at? Get Ryan on the phone. Go.
Get right on the
Um,
phone. No,
Somebody
get
call.
Yeah, I was
Ryan!
thinking about it because there's a lot of, I don't know if there's just wasn't a lot of. Well, there were a lot of women there, but most
I feel
of
like
them
they're all in
came with their
relationships.
right. Most of them
Yeah.
were in relationships, so
You know, I mean,
yeah, and
They
even
just wanted to show love. They didn't want to find love.
that's why I
guess.
didn't go. Because, I mean, not that I didn't go because of that. I mean, there was a lot why, but I think I posted in our Discord. It's like, I always feel like when I go to those things, even though I'm there with somebody, they kind of don't understand that. And they were like, oh, well, you're here. So why not? Like, no.
Well,
I'm not
did they
here
do
to
the
find-
buttons last year?
The what?
I don't
the
think
button.
so. I can't
No.
remember because I didn't go last year either. But last year I fell on a weird time, so I couldn't. But I don't know.
They had like relationship status buttons, right?
Yeah, they had a green for
Um,
single, a yellow for is complicated, and red for in a relationship.
Last year, it was dots that you put onto your name tags.
This year they had actual buttons, like
Mm.
actual
Cool.
huge
Yeah.
size
That's
buttons.
nifty.
Well, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
it
and they
seemed like
weren't
everyone had a good
weren't
time.
small either. Yeah, it was small. They did a little different. They didn't have the. I didn't get into the free play room.
Mm.
Oh, that would
I
have been fun
wanted to
because
try
Ultimate
River
Chicken
City
Horse was there.
Girls. I wanted to try River City Girls, but I didn't get into there. We didn't get there till like when did it start? 7, so we probably got there about 8 because we stopped and got sushi instead of doing the food trucks.
Yeah.
I mean, Bento was right next door.
We stopped at our sushi joint, man,
Just saying.
Well, I'm
and
super saying, fuck it.
they are gonna have
Bro.
to do something about the bar system because
Oh yeah.
it's not. It's hard for them to keep up with that many people.
I was gonna say, was it understaffed like last year?
It was. There was 2 bartenders in the lobby, and then they had that one cart, that mobile cart or whatever,
Yeah.
and there was always a line at both. So it took upwards of about 15, 20 minutes to get a drink.
Oh
Mm.
wow. Well,
Last year
I
the bar
mean,
was full, but the other one that was over in the corner by like the VIP room thing was the one that was empty. So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go get a drink that away.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so used to like going to like social outings at like local bars and stuff, and I still have to wait 5-10 minutes to get a drink anyway. So to me,
I was
that's
gonna
not
say,
really.
15 minutes doesn't seem that bad. To
Yeah, I
me.
was like, oh, I'm used to that.
Yeah.
I would say 20
True.
when it
But,
goes
I
from
mean-
20 to like 25,
half
30,
hour
then I get a
almost.
little like
That's what you
Yeah.
pre-game, and then you
Mhm.
coast, and then you post-game.
yeah.
It just kind of
yeah.
seemed like the poor bartenders were struggling to keep up. So
Well,
Well, I mean, that place is really not meant. Well, not that I'm saying it's not meant for it, because it definitely is. But I feel like maybe they're just not used to things of that magnitude. Maybe
yeah,
Probably.
that amount of people.
I think those. If I'm thinking, was it at a loft?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, those
Mm.
bartenders are also really slow.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they really take their time. Now, when I got the specialty drinks, when last time at the Holiday Nerd Market, they were really good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they take their time.
What? I actually won an Instagram giveaway. What? Sorry, I just
Oh.
got notification. So I got excited. I never win anything.
What'd you win?
I won these really cute this person makes these really cute little plushies of like it's a cat shaped like a Switch and then a dog as like a Nintendo game. Like I don't even know if you
that
guys
kind of
can
Switch.
see it. It's like that, and apparently I won one of them, and now I get to
That's
pick
cool.
which one I want because they're super cute. They're like really big. Sorry, I got really
Nice.
excited. That never happened.
That's
Continue.
That's adorable. But yeah, so it was a good turnout. It was a good time.
It was a lot of people. I think
Yeah.
it worked better with
Good.
the way that they separated the rooms. The first time it was the free play room and then that giant room where all the other events were held at.
You mean the one that we just
this
kind of
time they
hung
had
out
them-
in the whole time?
Right. And the more people that came in, the hotter it got.
Yep.
That's always fun.
So this time they had it separated into 3 rooms, which was the free play room, the kind of like dance floor area where they did trivia and cosplay contests, and then the last room was like the board game, where you could sit down and even play old school Nintendo and Switch also.
So that's the room that you were in the whole night, right?
I was gonna say we know which room you were in.
I actually went through all because I had the missus with me, so
Oh, so that means you can't go to the board game?
I did go to the board game. I just didn't stay there the whole time.
Oh.
I knocked out some trivia.
Nice.
How'd you do?
Yeah. We came in 5th.
Out of
There were some people playing by themselves. 5th out of 4th, yeah.
5th out of 4.
It was a lot of people playing on their phones, so I didn't know how many teams there were.
They're playing on their phone. Is that cheating?
Well, no, you had to. They asked the question,
Uh-huh.
and then they give you 4 options, and each of them had a symbol, and you had to tap the symbol on your phone to answer the question.
So what's stopping me from just alt-tabbing over to
You had
Google
a time
real fast?
limit. And the faster
What if I'm
you
a quick
answered,
Googler?
the faster you answered, the more points you got.
Nice. Okay.
What if I'm a real quick Googler?
It's like before they ask the question, just really quick go, "Hey Google," into your phone, and then hold it.
No, they didn't ask it. It was displayed on the screen.
Oh,
Ah. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, they read it once the question displayed, but
oh,
Oh, so you still could have then.
technically.
Plan
yeah,
for next year.
they tapped me for all the comic book questions, and
course
I
they
must
did.
say I got
Of
all of them
course.
right. I got all of them right.
Did you know?
I did. You're damn right. As
Do
much
you
as a
expect
geek as I
any-
am about comic books,
Do you expect anything less from that?
No.
Well, no,
I don't.
But some people can read a lot, but don't retain all of those little random factoids.
I don't know
You
how to
know?
read.
they weren't actually that
That is
difficult
that is a
questions.
problem.
Yeah.
To Lat, they're not random factoids. They're his
They're-
life.
This
Life
right-
knowledge.
Their life force. You
This
live off
my-
of that.
It's my telenovela.
It's his life.
Your telenovela.
It's my life.
It's now or never.
It's now or never.
I don't wanna live
like
forever.
Jack Don't Care says, "What is reading? What is reading?
What?
Don't you deal with that with instruments?
How
with
do am
reeds
read?
and stuff? Yeah, no, reading totally with like the wind instruments and the flutes and the
Oh.
or the clarinets.
Why did that take me so long to catch on?
Get out!
Yeah.
I still don't know
Totally.
what you're talking about.
It's fine.
I don't know. Sorry,
It's
music
perfectly
things.
fine.
Sorry.
Music jokes.
Music things.
Yeah, no.
Well, speaking of
Or-
events, I went to not necessarily nerd related, but Jacksonville local related. I went to
Oh.
the Riverside Wine and Food.
Ah, I
Thing
saw
today.
that
Yeah.
this morning. It was too
Was
late.
that
but
was
how
that at
that?
the was that at the art market?
Yeah, under the bridge.
How was it?
That
It
sounds
was-
cool.
I went. There was a lot of food.
Mm.
It was all really good. I went to
Was it free?
the food was no, but you can get in for free.
Hmm.
Okay.
And they had all kinds of stuff. They had like Top Golf was giving away free stuff,
Ah,
and they had a bunch
man.
of different places there that were obviously serving food and wine. And there was there was actually 2 tents where people were doing fortune telling
Nice.
and a couple other ones. So
What?
I stopped in there and I talked to those people for a bit. And then they also had the Trash Panda art market, which I went over there and hung out with a couple people over there because I'm friendly with a lot of them now because I've gone
Oh
so many times.
yeah. And Leslie was
Yeah.
at that one.
I
From
didn't
Chappy
see
Lips.
I didn't see Leslie there today, but she goes there all the time.
Yeah. I
So-
saw her post about it.
Yeah, I don't know if she was just there at a different time, but when I got there, there was still quite a few people there. I saw Forever Familiars and a couple other people. She does like taxidermy and stuff. I got like a deer skull and a deer
Oh, God.
taxidermy deer leg and like a feather and like this really creepy old portrait.
That's
And
pretty
then,
cool.
Yeah, and then Park King was there, and I got some stickers from him. I brought them over so I could show them to you guys. Got some like
Ooh.
kind of like Felix the Cat, kind of trippy looking stickers,
Nice.
and of course Jack here. This one you'll like this one.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Of course they had to have that shenanigans up in
Damn
there.
right.
20 out of 10 would buy.
Hell yeah, I bought 2.
That
then,
facial expression is so overrated.
and Betsy got this one.
Hmm, that's pretty funny.
Excellent.
Jack
Those-
Don't Care looked away. Oh. It's okay. We
Don't-
accept everybody's shenanigans in here.
That's true.
We'll
Except
just give a
Jeff's.
shit about it.
Especially mine. So yeah, it was really good, and I got I went to the Delish Kebab food truck.
I love
which-
Delish
Okay.
if you guys-
kebabs.
I was gonna say, if you guys haven't been to that one, it was at the Holiday Gam Nerd Market, and I didn't go. I went to the other one.
They were at Love Night too.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
and I went to that one today because I had missed it so many times, and I was very impressed.
Delish
That-
kebabs and happy
Delish
grilled
kebabs.
cheese.
Yeah, that aioli
that
sauce
one,
that
They
they
were there.
use.
Yes,
Oh,
the green
man.
aioli sauce. Oh my god.
Oh
The
I don't
man.
know what it is,
cilantro
but it's
cream
like
sauce.
it's
a
like
sauce.
cilantro, avocado, something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really,
it's delicious.
Free
Put it on everything.
shavakadoos.
Yeah, free shabakadoo.
I love
Put that
free
shit on
shavakadoos.
everything.
Amazing stuff. So,
I go to fuck.
we had fun over
in
there.
on Happy grilled cheese.
Yeah,
But see, I want to try like different food trucks. I love them, but there's so many other good ones around that I
they
just.
had like 7 different ones there, and there was
Ooh.
like 3 or 4 that I hadn't been to.
Ew.
And then to add on to that, last week on Thursday, I went
Mhm.
and did the art walk because they had art walk. No, Wednesday. On Wednesday, they had art walk, and I got some really good food on that night too. And we bought some stuff. There was a guy there that he does like insect preservation in like resin.
Oh.
And-
I think I've seen that guy.
yeah. He was actually there today too, but there on that day on Wednesday we got something from him, and he does these little it's like resin with wood, and in the clear resin part he puts LEDs, and it's like lit up, and they're fire.
wow.
It's cool. He's gonna start doing a bunch of
Okay.
new stuff too, so I think
Not
it's
bad.
Flyby Designs. Look on Instagram.
That sounds right.
So yeah. Forever Familiar, 666 Park King, and Flyby Designs. Check them out on the Instagram.
See, I didn't get to do all kinds of fun stuff like that, but this week starts all the fun shenanigans that I'll be partaking in because Sonic,
What
the
kind
movie
of
comes
fun
out this
shenanigans?
Friday.
Ooh.
Do
So
you
I'm
do you already
excited.
have a full blue suit and ready to go?
I was gonna say
I-
Sonic cosplay.
How
No,
fast
no,
are you gonna
no,
get
no.
there?
I've got
Gotta
lots
go
of Sonic
fast.
shirts that I will be wearing since it's a Friday and it's a
You gonna wear
casual
'em all?
Friday at work.
Hell.
Yes,
Did you-
every single one of them.
Bring
Did
'em
you
all
bring
to
a
work and
fistful
then
of
just, like,
rings?
switch between different ones during the day.
I thought about wearing a Sonic shirt and just getting like a bunch of like gold bracelet, just wearing them just to look super tacky and stupid.
They should
Am
have
I
like
the
a
one
ring
not
toss.
excited about Sonic.
Well, okay. I mean, it's probably going to be corny, but I'm really looking forward to it anyway, especially after they redid the animation for Sonic. So
Yeah, it does look a
100%.
lot better.
it looks
I'm
adorable
excited.
now.
And I love Sonic too. Sonic was like
Mhm.
one of the first games that I played as a kid.
Sonic's my
Mm.
boy.
Did you? Wait a minute. I may be showing my age here, but you guys watched the Sonic cartoon?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I still
Wait,
have
which
all the
one?
VHSs.
I
Wait,
was
which
gonna say, I still
one?
have some of the comics.
It depends on which one we're talking, because there was the more serious one that was done. I think it was like
The first one.
Sonic, like Saturday AM or whatever the heck it is, and then there was like Sonic Underground, and then
No,
the more
not Sonic
cartoony Sonic
Underground.
one that was a lot more kind of kid friendly. So it depends. I liked all of them, but I really, really liked the serious one where they
The
actually
one-
had like
Original
Sally.
one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say the
the
one
good
that
one.
the original was the one that I watched that had
Yep.
just everybody, and it had Robotnik's like 2 lackeys that were always following, and
Mhm.
they always fucked
Mhm.
things up because they were just Jesse and James basically.
So that was the cartoony, silly one. That was more lighthearted, but that's still
Mm.
good. It was still good, but
Was that the one they were eating where he was eating chili dogs?
well, he eats chili dogs in
Mhm.
all of them.
Yeah,
that was
that's his
yeah.
favorite food.
The comic and that show were like the origin basically of that.
No.
Yeah, the more serious one was super good though. That
'Cause
one I
that
think
was-
is on
That was
Netflix.
never a thing in the
I
game.
think.
It's like a strictly comic book cartoon thing that the Chili Dogs came about.
So
Yeah.
while we're talking about
Blade
things
Light.
going on this week, Lat, do you happen to remember a wonderful game that we played at TwitchCon last year
Um,
that you happened to set the
Oh,
table
wait,
on
I guess-
fire
I mean,
multiple times?
I'm like shit. It's like that. That's kind of like leaves it open. Do you remember a game we played at TwitchCon? And I'm like,
We played one or two games, I think.
we played more than that.
This wonderful game where you got to play Tinder and you set a table on fire a couple of times.
Oh
And-
shit!
So that game comes out on Valentine's Day,
Hell yeah!
which means I know what I'm streaming. And
What
the
was it
game,
called?
so that
It was
everyone
the
knows, it's called
Table Manners.
Table Manners.
That's what it was.
So basically, the thing that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
great game
I
because it
haven't
starts
this game
off
either.
with you choosing who you're gonna date by swiping on Tinder, and then you go onto the date with them, and then you have to perform a series of commands in the date. So it's like Surgeon Simulator, but on a date. You have to pour like a glass of wine. You have to light a candle for them and set the mood.
Yeah, be
That
careful.
sounds
Be careful with lighting those candles because then you can't set the table on fire.
You've got to like salt their steak, and for some reason they just refused to eat it. So then I gave her my steak and then salted it, and she refused to eat it. So then I just threw the steak at her face.
You tried to feed it to them.
I
You're
did.
picking it up and you're feeding it to them.
Like,
and
do you-
you
you
can
want
catch
this
up
steak?
their fries. And
This sounds like a really bad date. Why would I want
Yeah.
to live this?
I had to light the candle on fire. So with I'm a console player, so I'm not used to mouse and keyboard. So I managed to turn the lighter on and then light the candle and then move my arm around the table, lighting the rest of the table on fire.
Sounds like a
So
great
I'm
date.
like, So and then all of a sudden the whole table's on flames. And yeah, I managed to do that twice.
I tried to light the candle, but I couldn't tell which one was which because there was a torch and then there was a fire extinguisher. So I was trying to light the candle with the fire extinguisher. Oh, there's suddenly a moose.
All right.
And I couldn't figure out for the life of me why the candle wouldn't light. So yeah, that comes out Friday. Next Friday. This Friday.
Nice.
This upcoming Friday. That's Valentine's Day, right?
Sounds
Friday, yes.
interesting.
Friday is Valentine's Day.
I don't-
Yes. Well, you guys have fun with your Tinder date. I'll be enjoying Sonic and probably. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'll regret it. I think
Will
it'll still be
you
entertaining.
have fun with your Sonic date
Yeah.
Oh,
while
I
we're gonna
will.
enjoy our Tinder date?
Don't forget, tables do not need to be lit on fire for the date
That
to be
you
lit.
say of. It was an ugly tablecloth, and we needed to get rid of it immediately.
If the table's not lit, then the date ain't shit.
That's right.
I
Bro,
like this.
words to live by.
And when she got home, and her roommate asked her, "How was your date?" She was like, "That shit was fire."
So fire, quite literally.
Let me tell you about how hot this date was.
It was so hot the table could not even handle him.
So
Lord,
too hot. God
Hot damn.
super hot fire.
Call the police and
Oh.
fireman.
No,
Oh, for-
don't call them.
The po-police.
What? What?
Amazing.
Everyone
Yeah,
just got.
this is everyone just derailed there.
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show everybody the Nani shirt. The Nani shirt came in. So for those who watched
Yay.
this,
Oh! Nani?
That's
for those who
excellent.
watched our community night, it took forever for the shirt to come in, but I got it.
I
What was that,
love
about 2 weeks?
Oh God, longer than
Oh,
that.
yeah,
It
like
was
Yeah,
three
like a
weeks?
month
way
ago.
longer than that.
it. Actually, it was podcast number 2.
Yeah.
So it's been
Oh.
6 weeks.
Yeah, look at that.
It was a while ago. It took him
That's
about
so
2 to
good.
3 weeks, and then it was supposed to get delivered. And it said it was. It basically just stopped updating, and I contacted them. I'm like, I still haven't got it. And they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry. We'll send you another one. It'll be about 2 weeks." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So sorry.
But I got it. So
So
yay.
sorry. So sorry.
So what you're saying is next time that we have another community night and we play TKO, then we just have to get all of the shirts. We'll have
Yes.
a collection.
I love my shirt.
Pretty damn
It's so
much.
stupid, but it's beautiful.
This is how we let chat decide what our merch is.
Mm-hmm.
And that could go
yeah.
really great or really bad.
Exactly.
I think it's gonna go really bad because we had a lot of pornographic pictations.
I don't know
during
what
that
you're talking
stream.
about.
Yes,
I didn't
you
see
know
it. I didn't see a
exactly what I'm
single
talking
thing.
about. You
I
know exactly what
absolutely
I'm talking
didn't
about.
draw half of them.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
the thing. You a goddamn lie.
All of the shirts, it was like a lot of my wording, not any of my doodles, but that's okay. The wordings are what really suck.
most of my doodles had dicks in them,
Yes.
or goatsy.
We didn't get
One or the
banned. It's
other.
fine.
That
geez.
matters.
Most of my doodles had dicks in them.
MPI.
80%.
MPII. Speaking
Oh,
of
my
getting
Lord,
banned,
I
No
don't
penises
link in
is
the chat.
intended.
Jesus.
My bad, please.
Bit.ly or
oh,
Bitly.
goo.gl.
holy link wall jack
Good lord.
Oh, jeez.
for a failed link.
Well, there's the real one. Do not follow the fake shepherd. Do not listen to that link. Click the second one.
Just don't click any of them. Just don't do it. Anyone in chat. Don't trust Jack. Because Jack
Oh
don't
my
care.
god, walloftext.com. Jesus Christ.
Oh lord, my eyes.
So anyway, speaking of getting banned,
Hey.
we got news from Tim.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
speaking of getting banned, we're banned right now.
No, we're not.
Hey.
Hey.
No, but
Hashtag banhammer.
You didn't know, but
the Tim devs banned over 900 people that were caught cheating during the first week of Tim.
ooh.
How can you cheat in Temtem though?
That's. I was
Well,
wondering the exact same
like-
thing.
You
There's-
can
It's like cheating a Pokemon. How do you do that?
you could speed hack. You can modify the statistics of your Temtems. You can. There's a
Yeah.
multitude of item
You can
duplication.
level hack. You can do all sorts of things like EXP farm
I
hack.
guess.
But their responses are what kills me because it was great. Because I saw it when it was all going down on Twitter, and they had just this fucking string of tweets that were all back-to-back Tim devs.
Wow.
And they were like, we just banned over 900 players for cheating. And then they had a response after that was like, people are trying to get clarification and answers to repeal their cheats. We will not be releasing information on what the specific cheats are because that's a way for cheaters to figure out
Just use
this is
it.
what I was caught for. Let's just be smarter next time and do a different cheat. So they're setting up a different thing for like appeals, but they're being very careful about how they choose who gets appealed and who actually was cheating. But they basically said, we have a system. We can tell when someone runs into a glitch or a bug, and we can tell when someone's just outright fucking cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was funny the first time that they said that they banned the 900, they said that absolutely they weren't reviewing any appeals.
Mhm.
It was just like you're banned.
Yep.
We know you cheated. Eat a dick. You know, just say that.
Damn. Although if people were cheating in my game that I created, I would definitely tell them to eat a dick.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like, I would make a whole separate spawn area where they just log in, and then, bam, they're just in this locked-in area that just says, eat a dick in the sky.
In the sky.
It's just a special zone. This is where cheaters live.
Yeah,
And
it
this is where the
removes
rest
all
of the game is.
All the Temtems that they have and replaces it with just one Temtem that's like
With
just
dicks.
like it's just a penis.
It's Lord Phallicast.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, good Lord Phallicast.
Good Lord Phallicast.
Good Lord Phallicast. But they did soften their stance.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Can we not say that immediately after talking about Phallicast?
I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was waiting.
Good Lord Phallicast softened his stance. It was
They
a
softened
hard
their
day in
stance
Tim
on
Tim.
the appeals.
So hard.
Also,
Yeah,
Phenom.
they're accepting appeals. So yeah, good on them.
Yeah.
900 cheaters gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Lol.
great on them. Get them out of my game.
Get wrecked.
Exactly. Yeah, I can absolutely applaud any company that takes a hard stance on cheaters. Just fuck.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Hey, kitty cat's in the chat.
Kitty cat.
Yay.
Dang.
In the chat.
Look at Chibi
Where
busting
is
out hot
that?
fire.
What am I busting out hot fire?
Hot fires.
I'm busting out fires? What?
We're back to table manners?
All the fires.
You busting out that hot heat.
Hot fire. You spitting
I'm
hot,
like
hot
catching
fire.
up in the chat now.
I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I rip.
Ultima Online would put people who cheated or got banned into an endless realm with no terrain changes and endless range, and let them run around to their heart's content, unable to do anything or see any PCs or NPCs.
So you
That's
beat
pretty
me
legit.
to it.
That's
Pretty
funny.
legit.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's what I would
Battlestate-
do.
Yeah, Battle State Games, the guys behind Escape from Tarkov, have a little bit of a different stance. It sucks and then it doesn't suck. It's because it's spiteful but slow. So effectively what they do is they basically take a look at all the people creating cheats for it and then wait until they get popular and start getting prevalent, and then they hard ban the living shit out of it. And pretty much any cheat you get for Escape from Tarkov, you got to pay for. So they wait until a bunch of people buy it, and then they ban those people and then patch in against
Savage, bro.
So
Savage.
not only did they pay for
And
cheating, but they
Yeah.
paid for cheating.
Yeah,
Right.
they pay for the
Literally.
game license too every time they cheat and got to come back. So they wait, and then they just ban like a few thousand people at once, and
That's
then
hilarious.
yeah, so
Pretty
it
savage.
Sucks,
Awesome.
it sucks for the regular player for a little while, but then they just deal out the dickings, like, and people are pissed in the forums.
Handed out
Just
the PP.
deal
in
it out the dickens.
droves.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Got 'em.
Pew, pew.
Hashtag deal out the dickings.
Is that our title tonight?
Dealing out the
It's been a very phallic cast tonight.
right.
Phallicast.
Phallicast. Lord Phallicast. No, wait, it was Lord Phallicus. And the great wizard Phallicast.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Lord.
Jack
Lord-
don't care. Shots fired.
What did you say?
Pew pew. We're
Shots
always
fired,
back to
shots
fucking.
fired.
Apparently.
Ooh.
We're always on that.
People be fucking.
Hashtag people be fucking.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, usually that's, how that works.
Sometimes.
Quite.
So we had quite a bit of stuff with Platinum Games in the news.
Oh,
And one of them was I was actually excited about, but
don't you fucking
once
do
I
it.
actually read it, then I was less so excited. It was about the canceled action RPG Scalebound.
No.
Yes.
Nope. Don't
You
give me
see,
What are you
hope.
talking about?
It's
though?
so
Don't you
funny,
give me
the
fucking
minute-
hope.
The
What are you
minute
talking
you
about?
shared that link, Blade and I were actually talking about that the day before. And he was explaining to me all about all of that shenanigans and how a lot of really pissed at Microsoft for all of that crap.
This is the reason
Yeah.
why I sold
Really
my
excited
Xbox.
for that game.
Yeah, they were.
And
I
I was
was
like,
one
oh
of 'em.
shit. I was completely out of this whole Microsoft hate shenanigans. I didn't even know about this. I remembered the game, but I didn't know why it just disappeared.
Nope. It's the only thing that I was looking forward to on the Xbox. I sold my Xbox the week after.
Damn.
Really?
It's like,
Mhm.
fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
What? I've never heard of it. What is it?
You never heard of Scalebound?
No.
I didn't know what was the reasoning behind the cancellation, but
Me
it was
neither.
a
It looks like
Microsoft
Dragon
IP.
Quest.
Yeah, it's a Microsoft IP.
Not Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter.
You can control this giant ass dragon. Your character has a link to the dragon, and
Yeah.
you can control him in battle when you go into battle.
So basically,
Yeah,
think of like what the fuck was the name of the game on PS2? Drakengard?
Yeah.
It was like a spiritual successor to Drakengard. It looked like Devil May Cry meets like Dragon Quest, or not Dragon Quest, Dragon Age.
Gotcha.
Yeah, see, I wish I could remember how Blade had explained it to me, because he had this whole spiel, because he knew, like, apparently it was, you know, in his soul about what happened with this game. But I don't remember, but apparently it was a lot of content. Oh, that's right, because I was bitching about Halo, and somehow
It hurt me deeply. It hurt me deeply. Blade, explain everything in chat. Explain yourself.
I don't remember all the details about why Microsoft just ended up not. Oh wait, I think he said like right after that is when they did like Halo something. They did like a Halo game shortly after that or something. I don't remember. There's too many details. Microsoft, it's always a freaking like drama story. There's always drama with oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what was the original story that prompted this? What was revived that gave light to maybe Scalebound coming back? Was it Wonderful 101?
It wasn't given life. They were just asked about it. Would they ever like to finish it? And they said, of course we would, but it's 100% owned by Microsoft, so we can't touch it unless they give the say so.
I thought this was on the like winds of something else also being revived, because I thought it was like a part of the Wonderful 101 story.
The Wonderful 101 going to Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Kind of. They just because they both had to do with Platinum Games. That was about it. Because Platinum Games is moving this year. They're moving more into self-publishing titles,
Which is good.
Yeah,
fucking good for them.
Agreed.
And they mentioned some of the games that they brought from the Wii U for the Switch title, and Wonderful 101 was one of those.
Which I would love, because Wonderful 101 was great.
Well, it's already met its goal on Kickstarter.
Yeah. I mean, it was unfortunate that was like on a not as great system. So not a lot of people played Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never played it, but I just I never played like Beautiful Joe and games like that either. Like it sounded really good, but it just wasn't a game that really called to me. I was like, "Oh my god, I got to play it."
Beautiful
I heard
Joe
it was good though.
was ridiculous in the best ways and had Devil May Cry crossover stuff.
Yeah.
That it did.
You know, explaining the Devil May Cry 2 doesn't exist.
You'd think
We
eventually
all
that
know
they would
and
just either
in our
figure
heart.
it out whether or not the devil's gonna cry or not. They're just not like devil
I
may
know,
cry.
right?
No, the devil will cry. Devil didn't cry.
Devil won't cry.
Figure it out.
He
Didn't
might,
cry.
maybe one day.
I mean, the name of Dante's shop was Devils Never Cry.
No,
Well, then I guess he didn't
Dante's
cry.
Shop was the Devil May Cry.
It was Devil Never Cry in the beginning of the first one, and he changed it to Devil May Cry at the end.
Oh, because he changed
It's
his
all
mind.
coming
He
back
thought
to
about
me.
it.
Fuck.
He thought about
Mhm.
crying. He was like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's like, you know, I might have seen him shed a tear. Maybe.
God, now I got to play the first one.
It might have been in the rain or something. I'm not sure.
Very dramatic.
Can't
Does it
quite
rain
tell.
now?
I would feel like it'd rain all the time, but it'd be like acid rain.
Probably
you know?
rain sulfur.
Yeah, raining blood like a slave.
And
From a lacerated flag.
sorry, you can't say raining blood, and I'm like, oh, Slayer.
That was my favorite song in Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Wait, which song?
That song,
Oh, Raining Blood?
by Slayer.
Raining Blood, was in Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh, it was probably the station that I didn't listen to because at the time I was
metal
into
one.
like but that's what I listen to now. But I was really into the '80s station on Vice City, you know,
No,
like
you
the
only-
one with
well-
Lionel Richie
Mhm,
and stuff, you
mhm.
know.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the
Lots of
title
singles.
station
yeah,
on there.
right,
So
you know,
no, you always crank it to the
Please
Latino
don't
tunes,
care.
and then you just jam down the street.
God, yes.
Espantoso.
Yes,
Wow.
I bounced between the '80s stuff and the Latino tunes like
Those are my
that
favorite.
shit. Fucked my day up.
that's all I did is I would literally just park a car, push pause,
First
press
pause.
pause, and then
Man.
you go into the settings section where you can listen to just the radio stations, and that's
Mhm.
literally what I would do because you know. Who actually wants to go and play Grand
I was
Theft
gonna
Auto
say,
for what
be a
it's
criminal.
for?
Fuck that. I just want to listen to music.
No, I'm just here to drive around. This was my driving lesson.
Get 6 stars so that the army's coming after me, you know, getting the helicopters, and then the minute they kill you, you know, disperse, and then it's fine. You know, the world's all happy again.
Blade, I'll make all the damn Roy Mustang references I want.
Yes, Roy Mustang! Yay! Sorry, Roy Mustang's the best. It's a great
Okay.
show.
Don't you
What's-
don't you make me put my Hughes outfit on? Because I'll do it.
Anyone watch Full Metal Alchemist? Or has
yeah.
watched Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh yeah.
It's
Roy Mustang's the best.
among my top favorite anime.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've still never watched Brotherhood.
Way better.
Me neither.
I've
Me
heard.
neither.
Way better.
Way because it was literally redone to follow the manga because the
Yeah,
original
the actual story.
the original kept catching up to the manga, so they had to add like a whole lot of back filler into
Well,
it.
that and they missed like a lot of characters that weren't even in the manga like at all.
Yep.
So the story just didn't really make sense in certain parts. They kind of had to like ad lib. Well, this is why this happened. No, not really.
You know, the
kind
same
of.
thing that happened to another anime that one of us loves an awful lot.
Yep. High School.
Which
of the
one is
Dead.
that? Because I have no idea.
Soul Eater.
Well, I love Soul Eater. All right, I was fine with the anime on that. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It was like
Redo
50
it all
fucking
like Brotherhood?
episodes. No. 'cause
Redo
then
it
they'll
all like
do
Brotherhood?
Different animation style, and it was weird. I don't know.
Meh.
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 I liked it.
Man.
Speaking of getting upset about animes adding filler episodes, I really enjoyed Boruto until like the most recent story arc, and
It's the one about the
Welcome
prison?
to shonen anime and why
I was
we
gonna
get
say
angry.
the amount of filler episodes that they added was like one too many. I like literally was skipping them on Hulu, and then I broke Hulu, and I was like, "Screw it! I'm not watching the show anymore." Like, I hate
Wait a
it.
minute. What do you mean? What do you mean the amount of everything has been filler up until they haven't even touched on what started. The manga part of Boruto haven't even started yet.
Well, that's the funny part is because I've never read the manga, so
Yeah.
like to
I
me,
mean,
the filler episodes are like
Story.
obviously filler episodes. Like there's some story where they fight some people, but then there's the in between where it's like, let's go to the party down in the town village square, and that's all they do for the entire fucking episode. And I'm just
I mean,
like,
there was.
It's adding character to
you
Does
know
nobody remember the Great Race arc from Naruto that was a whole fucking season of a race?
It was so stupid.
Ugh.
Did you watch the movie?
at the beach.
See, that's there's always got to be a beach episode.
Mm.
Always. There's always a beach episode and there's always a hot spring episode. Always.
Yep.
Does not matter. Doesn't
Sometimes
even
I put 'em
matter
in the
if they're
same
not even
episode.
existing in that world. There will be one
Mhm.
somehow,
So-
some way.
I.e.,
So,
Darling
sir,
in the
did you
Franks.
Did you watch the most confusing Boruto movie title ever?
No, I haven't.
You didn't watch Boruto, the last Naruto movie?
No, what did you think of it?
It was phenomenal.
Yeah, you liked
Oh, it
it?
was a really good
But-
movie.
But
I need
that's
to watch it.
actually that movie is actually from the manga.
Oh, really?
Right.
That's
And
cool.
then once they go back and start the series, none of that happens in the manga. All the way up to what are they up to? Like episode 10.
It's something around there.
Yeah, in the 100s, all 100 of those episodes don't take place in the manga.
Jeez.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Good
Yeah,
lord.
it's sad. So I'm waiting for them to catch up. They've had some hit or misses.
Yeah.
I did particularly like when they went back in time.
Oh, yeah.
You see, while y'all are watching that, I'm catching up on Castlevania because the new season starts on March 5th, and
I'll believe it when I
kinda
see it.
Have to. Hey, it's already been announced.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So I'm
He has
having
a
to
point.
because I wanted to watch it, but I'm horrible at watching shit in like order in the time that it comes out.
Mhm.
So I'm on season 2 because that means I've watched a whopping 4 episodes. But yeah, I'm on season 2 now, and I'm excited because I really like it. I didn't think I wouldn't like it, but I'm excited. Castlevania is pretty dope. If you haven't watched it,
Castlevania
you
is
need to.
pretty dope.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of Mr. Vlad. So I'm totally fine with him going and raining death upon everybody. So
You damn right.
I was like, you know what? Y'all done you tried him. Sorry.
It's all about our Lord and Savior Alucard.
Play Raining Blood as he kills everybody. That's all that matters.
Speaking of Netflix, they officially said that the Resident Evil series is starting to shoot in June.
Ooh, my birthday
cool.
month.
I'm excited considering how well done The Witcher was.
Yeah.
And as long as we can erase the past that was those other Mila Jovovich
Hey, I like
movies.
the animated ones. I liked the animated ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Counterpoint,
was it
though, John.
Vendetta or whatever? I can't remember the
Yeah,
name.
that one was
But
really
yeah,
good.
the animated ones were freaking good because they actually had characters from the game and it kept kind of in the world, you know, without
What's-
Mila Jovovich something
Yeah.
something.
So
What's your
whatever.
counterpoint, Moose?
the counterpoint. So yes, they did excellent with Witcher. But do you remember when they did the Death Note live action?
Oh, that was just dumb. That was fucking stupid.
You want,
Double
why don't you
counter.
Why don't you let that marinate for a second?
But that's
Double-
them
double
doing live
counterpoint.
action of animes.
They did a live action of Erase, which is one of my other favorite animes, and it was actually really well done.
Okay, 2 for 3 then.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
That's fair though. You know, I mean, I understand your point with that because a lot of when they do the live actions of like the anime ones, like Rurouni Kenshin and Death Note. And,
Kenshin was amazing.
yeah,
Actually,
but I'm
I
just
didn't
saying
see
it
that
can
one.
be. You know, people kind of have this expectation. I feel like, you know, I mean, granted, the video games are just the same amount of expectation, but I don't know. I just feel like they've done better with those. I don't know why, but
See,
I think
I
it
don't know.
depends on who's behind the project because if
Yeah.
it's an American studio, then a lot's going to get lost in translation, especially
That's true.
the lore of some of the Japanese stories and whatnot. That just gets, and especially if you're not a fan of that art style and that type of genre, then it's really going to get lost on you.
I think if anything, though, Resident Evil would shine. They should be able to do it pretty well. It's time for a Resident Evil resurgence again after RE2 and RE7. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying they did the they did do the movie of Resident Evil 3, and that was
Let's
I
forget
remember
about
seeing
that
that.
Nemesis.
in theaters like long ago. In like 2012, 13,
like I
whatever
said,
it was.
Let's just forget about all of Mila Jovovich's movies.
Well, she wasn't in that one, was she? It was like a different girl. For 3.
She was in all of them. It doesn't matter. She's in every
Okay.
single one of them.
Oh, that's right. She was in that one. That's right.
Yeah.
There was one
but
that like think she wasn't in, but yeah.
yeah, no, like
Multipass?
Blade said, that same studio is doing the Monster Hunter movie, and she's also in it.
Multipass?
Little Dallas Multipass.
Yeah, that was the last good movie she did.
Yeah.
I like Billy Goat. And I like the Resident Evil movies.
I liked the first Resident Evil movie because it was a fun time.
It was.
I didn't like that one only because of that one scene, but I'm not a big fan.
Which one,
of,
the
like,
shish
gory
kebab?
stuff. Yeah,
No.
I
That
don't
was
really
the-
care for that.
The laser grid. That was the best scene in that movie.
It is the best scene. It's like
Yeah.
the special effects on that scene are insane.
Oh, it's cool. But
For its
I
time,
guess
yeah.
I'm very
Yeah.
sensitive. I guess I don't like watching like stuff like that. I don't know.
I mean, but that's the
it
thing about
depresses
it.
me.
That's why it makes you sensitive. Is because it's so good. If it
Yeah.
looked like garbage, you'd be like, "Well, that's some cartoony bullshit."
I would
It's
be like,
true.
okay. At least I don't feel like throwing.
What's
up
all
now.
these cubes of spam doing on the ground?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sensitive. I'm a special creature. I'm sorry.
I'm really not like I'm gonna see it, but I'm not looking forward to the Monster Hunter movie because it's that
So-
team.
Yeah.
And they said what the synopsis was for it, and it's like a bunch of Americans were going to war, and then a portal opened up, and they showed up inside of the Monster Hunter realm, and they don't know how to fight these people, but other people in this realm already know how.
Yeah, it's basically Metal Gear Survive, essentially.
Yeah, it's oh boy. But I mean, it's got what's his name? What's
Oh
his
my
name?
gosh. Jack, don't care. You kill me. Freaking real life anime, also known as wrestling. That's accurate.
Tony Jaa.
Accurate.
Tony Jaa is going to be
Jaa.
playing the main hunter in it, so it's like,
Yo.
Oh my
that's
God,
really
Blake.
cool. Mila Jovovich. But Tony
Man.
Jaa.
Yeah.
Man, Blade saying that the Monster Hunter thing
See,
is
now,
like
for
an
me,
isekai.
that's like-
It is an isekai. The way that they're writing it's an isekai.
Ugh.
You portal into another world. All of a sudden, someone's going to be attracted to their mother.
It's
gonna happen.
Isekais.
Wow.
Or someone's
Isekais
sister.
So much.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate isekais. I used to like them.
There's certain ones that I still enjoy, and they're the ones that are too ridiculous because they don't take themselves seriously, like Konosuba and No Game No Life.
I
Fuck
can't
yes,
do
No
those.
Game No Life.
I like No Game No Life.
That's in my
can't.
top 10. That's in my
Yeah.
top 10 of all time.
Have you
I
watched
tried.
Have you watched the new one?
The movie?
Is it a movie?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the
It's
ser-
on Hulu, I haven't
they
watched it
they
yet.
have a copyright issue with the art, so they can't make a new season of it. Still,
Yeah.
they've been
That's why.
fighting
I was
like a
wondering about
4 or
that.
5 year legal battle. So
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Yep.
I never bothered to look it up.
well, there you go.
Interesting. So, it's funny you guys started talking about video game movies because I was looking at yesterday. I was like, I want to like pull up at least like one topic to like talk about. And
Yeah.
the one that popped up first when I started looking up news was CNET published the top 40 worst video game movies of all time.
Oh, sounds like a movie week.
So,
Oh.
God.
so
I
get this.
may have found a does that was similar to the what were we using last time?
Rabbit before.
Rabbit? Yeah,
Mhm.
similar to Rabbit.
Yes. So
I just need to test it.
I'll give you
ahead,
the
Servo.
top. I'll give you the top 5. Okay.
Yes.
Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers.
What are you talking about? That was a classic.
Let
That
him
was
tell
a
the top
horrible one.
5.
Oddly enough, Mario Brothers, which by the way, I also really like that movie,
I do like it, but it was garbage.
is not in the top 5.
Those
Right.
Goombas.
Oh my
I'll tell you
God.
here. I'll tell you first. I'll tell you number 40 was the first Mortal Kombat. That was number 40. So
Okay.
that's the best of the worst.
Okay.
Fair.
Going all the way to number 5, Silent Hill Revelation 3D.
God, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
I saw that one, but it
100%.
was
Bad.
horrendous.
Yeah.
The
The
first
first
Silent Hill
one.
movie,
First one,
Phenomenal.
really
Amazing.
solid, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
first one was phenomenal.
This one, 2012.
Sucked
Anything
balls.
with Pyramid Head, I'll be okay with.
I think we actually watched that in our previous iteration. That first Silent Hill.
we did. We watched the first one because it's great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's amazing. Number 4,
Hmm?
In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege Tale.
I can see that.
It was.
What?
It
Was that
it
the one with,
bad.
Was that the one with Jason Statham and Marlon Wayans?
Jason Statham? Yeah, we had Ron Perlman, Ray Liotta, and a couple other people. Burt Reynolds.
Is
and it was-
the Dungeons and
The
Dragons
script
movie
was
on there?
Terrible, and it was written by the same director as it's that U Bowl guy. He wrote a
Uwe
bunch
Boll?
of really bad stuff.
please tell me that D&D's on there.
They're no good.
Number 3 is House of the Dead.
They made a House of the Dead
They
movie?
made a,
Dude.
yeah.
House of the Dead movie, and
Bro.
it's horrendous. It got like
So-
a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So
I don't remember
here-
that at all.
It's garbage.
That's
As-
probably a good thing.
As someone who suffered through the House of the Dead movie, Jono, let me just tell you, the budget was so low that the action sequences were just screen captures of the game. There's literally a scene where they like kick in a door or something. They make this like real dramatic entrance, and they're like, and they draw guns. You don't see the zombies they're going to draw on, but they're like, yeah, they're ready to go. And then it cuts to screen grab of House of the Dead, score screen and all, just shooting the zombies as they come through.
Yep.
That's
10
all
out of
the
10.
action scenes.
Absolutely
It
would
was,
have watched it.
it was fucking horseshit.
IMDb gave it a 2 out of 10. Oddly enough.
Wow.
Number 2, and with appropriate rating, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Aww.
Mortal
I
Kombat.
disagree with that one.
Hold on. Now the reason that I agree with this, while the first Mortal Kombat I love, because it's just a classic. But they put the perfect picture on here because it's a picture of Baraka and his terrible costume. It's literally like a mask where you can see the guy inside the mouth, and then the arm blades. It's like literally a sleeve, and you can see his actual arm after the sleeve. There's like a stopping point.
You're not
where
wrong.
it's his skin, and then the skin starts, and I'm
So
just like,
it had those Super Mario level effects.
Every
kinda,
level,
yeah,
nay.
it was just terrible. And then of course number one, and if you guys are Christian Slater fans, I'm sorry, but Alone in the Dark.
Oh my god.
So bad.
So Blade called it. It was Alone in the Dark.
Oh,
Holy
Blade, you.
So bad. Terrible. Yeah. Also directed by U-Bowl. Just terrible.
Yeah.
He
And,
just needs to stop, apparently.
But
it was just-
to his credit, he did make the series of Rampage movies, not the monkey lizard duke 'em out. He made
Right.
Rampage,
The other Rampage.
and those movies are amazing.
Listen, some people do really good things and really bad things.
Yeah. it's
And
true.
they just keep going until they find
Some
the balance
people
between
are-
them.
Yeah.
Some of them
people
are
able
Nicolas
to do both.
Cage.
And-
Most of
Hey,
them
I'm
are
not-
Nicolas
has
Cage.
never done a bad movie in his life. You take that back.
I love Nicolas Cage. Damn it.
Never made a bad
Ghost
movie.
Rider.
This sounds like a
Not
challenge.
bad.
Ghost Rider's great. What are you talking about? The second
Huh.
one wasn't that good, but the first one was pretty good.
Wait a minute. So can someone explain to me why the hell he jumped on that horse out to the desert?
No.
God.
Why would
Exactly.
no one needs to explain that?
Exactly.
Like
Not
hell they
necessary.
don't.
You don't
Yeah.
need to explain it.
It's like one last ride, and he jumps on the
One
horse
last
to go fight the elements, and then he runs out of gas, and then it's like, oh,
Well,
you're on your own. It's like, oh, I'm out.
he tried.
I feel like that happened on accident, and they just left it in for fun.
But
Oh.
see,
Right.
he has the balance. He did Ghost Rider, and then he did fucking what was the name of the one with Hit Girl?
With hit
Kick
girl?
Ass. Kick Ass.
It was kick-ass.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass
He-
was
he's-
amazing.
He's got the balance. Yeah, no, that was a fantastic movie. He played Batman.
Yeah. He was effectively just Batman.
He's Batman with a sniper.
Yeah.
Batman.
But
And he
man,
liked to train his daughter by shooting her. in the
Exactly.
bulletproof vest.
Blade
Yeah.
makes a point.
He was
All
Thomas
Nicolas Cage
Wayne.
movies are classics.
Exactly.
They're classics whether they're good or not.
you're
Well,
talking
define
about Beyond
classic.
Professional?
What?
No, we were talking about kick-ass.
Oh,
Oh, so apparently Mr. Question says if this Twitch channel had bits or subs, he'd be all over it.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
Mr.
we're getting-
Question. We're working towards it.
We're getting
We're
there.
getting there.
It's gonna happen.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. Tell your friends'
Yeah.
families.
But to end anyway, and the movie topic, someone wrote something about Alone in the Dark, and they summed up it as thankfully Dr. Bull was able to hire his little team of hacks to crank out something much better than our crappy story and add in all sorts of terrifying horror movie essentials like opening gateways to alternate dimensions, bimbo blonde archaeologists, sex scenes, mad scientists, slimy dog monsters, special army forces designed specifically to battle slimy CGI dog monsters, and then Tara Reid, Matrix slow motion gun battles, and car chases. Oh yeah, and a 10-minute opening backstory scroll read aloud to the completely illiterate audience, the only people able to successfully miss all the negative reviews.
Wow.
Wow.
Boy.
So thought I'd share that with you guys. It's pretty good.
Lovely.
They had slimy dogs in Incredible Hulk.
They did.
Sadly.
They
Yeah.
did, and they kicked those dogs in the nuts.
I would say which Incredible Hulk? Are we talking like the first, third, second, fourth iteration? Which
God.
one?
We're talking about the
one
original
with
with the
Eric
classic
Bana.
scene where he just like fists some dogs in the balls.
Eric Bana and Nick Nolte.
That was bad. Bad.
That was a classic.
Nah, fam.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's just like Lou Ferrigno did the Hulk, and then everything sucked until the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You watch your mouth.
You know.
I mean, the Edward Norton Hulk was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
I actually did too.
Speaking
okay.
of things redeeming things, so how about that World of Warcraft Reforged shenanigans?
Warcraft
Yeah.
3.
So,
Reaction.
Yeah.
well, it's interesting because I think we touched on this last Sunday, right? A little bit.
Yep.
So interesting again that they offered the refunds and people were really unhappy, the glitches, so on and so forth, kind of game breaking for some people. Believe it or not, I actually ended up getting the game, playing it,
Mhm.
not having any issues with it, like glitch issues, but just generally kind of meh. And
Yeah.
then I got a refund. So
Yeah.
like kind of neither here nor there. But I got to keep my meat wagon mount, so I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
I was gonna
I just
ask.
had to touch on that at least once more. I just had to be a part of that.
Yep. Pour one
I was
out for
gonna
Blizzard
ask.
Entertainment.
Yeah, are you getting a refund and still keeping the game, or
No, it doesn't let you keep the game.
okay,
No.
okay?
Yeah.
See, I would have kept it just to play Pokemon Defense, but that's me.
Yeah, but not like it would get updated very much since Blizzard owns that.
I mean, to be honest, the way I look at it, and I think I mentioned this last week too, but really quick, the fact that they offer the refund is fine with me because now I've got my money back. And should they fix the issues, and I watch it on Twitch, someone plays it on Twitch, and I'm like, oh, this actually looks fun again.
You can go back and buy it
I'm,
again.
I'm likely to buy it again. Like seriously, that's how I am with a lot of games.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they honored that for you, you know, instead of being
Yeah, no, it was
douchey
legit.
about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
correct.
there's a lot of companies that I'm sure that they wouldn't they wouldn't
Like,
stand
sorry.
behind.
Mhm.
They wouldn't stand behind it like that. Like, oh well, you know, we want to make a quality product, so I feel like that's legit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now the question of the hour is how far you're going to go with fixing War 3 remastered. Because look how far they went with StarCraft remastered. Barely did a damn thing, and then no balance updates, no engine fixes. Like, oh yeah, no, it's the same quirky shit you were used to back in the day, which I was like, yeah, that's charming at the time,
Yeah.
but they didn't do anything with it, and then
That doesn't stand up to today's standards.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree with you. More than likely, that money that I got back is going to go, obviously, towards something else. But in Blizzard game wise, I'm going to end up spending that money on Diablo, the
Probably.
new Diablo, because
That looks so fucking good.
amazing.
God, I can't wait. I signed up for the beta so fast.
Yeah,
I think I signed up for that
Mm.
whenever you sent it. You mentioned it a couple weeks ago.
God.
I mean, you could just save your money and then just get some microtransactions in Diablo, because you have a phone, right?
I don't.
Everybody has phones.
I don't want to play a mobile game.
I would play it.
I still would play it,
player.
but yeah, I'm a mobile player too. I'm still playing Epic 7. It's been a year now, and I'm still playing Epic 7.
Did you say you were playing Arknight too?
I just downloaded Arknight. I started it like a couple of weeks ago. Not bad.
Yeah, you like it.
I like tower defense a lot though, so
Same.
Okay.
I'm at the end of like the tutorial missions on Arknight right now.
Kitty on the counter.
yeah, I do enjoy my tower defense games.
Moose, that's a huge cat, bro.
Yo, that's Big Booty Bella, everybody. She's
Big booty booty.
fucking huge.
Oh, big booty Bella.
That is a big cat. I want to come pet that cat.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Lat has digitized again.
I don't
Yeah.
know why
Have
that
it?
happens.
I think
I'm missing no.
I think that is a good signal that we need to wrap now, because now he's become the Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
How long have we been streaming?
over an hour.
That's fine.
Oh.
You might be able to see us fine, but you've gotten worse.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is,
I can
this
see the
shit's
code.
crazy. Right.
For audio listeners, he has literally become the Pokemon missing now.
Yeah, there we go. He's fixed now.
Hey.
Well,
Welcome back.
He's there.
How
Just
was
in time to say goodbye.
Right.
Just
How
in
was
time
your
to
journey-
say
how was
good
your
night.
journey to the void?
Just
Night.
incredible.
Well,
all right, everyone.
to to start the wrap up, I would like to just throw a quick plug out there. I'm going to be doing a short anniversary stream tonight. Tonight is my
your affiliate-versary?
anniversary on Twitch. Not affiliate.
Oh.
Literally about half an hour ago was the first time I ever streamed on Twitch. And
I'm so
all
proud
thanks
of you.
to, this man over here, Jono.
I'm so proud of you.
He was my first follower.
Nice.
Brings a tear to my soul.
That's so good. So I'll see you guys there. Servo.
My baby boy.
Servo. Hit me up.
That's right. And
Beautiful.
well,
Yeah. Well, we
Next.
thank you guys for watching us.
thank you guys. This has been episode 8. And we hope you guys have a good week.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Ah.
No pithy outro from Moose this week.
How fucking dare you?
Man.